Hey everyone, it's Phoebe Journey again. Welcome to episode 22. And honestly, this is a story I've been dreading to tell. It's not just about the real estate grind, it's about the hits, the falls, and the reality checks that I think every young person out there can relate to. There's this quote I believed in so hard when I started. Just hustle hard, and you'll get rich. Sounds familiar, right? I bought into that trap. I was working like a machine. Every morning I'd wake up already in debt. I'd buy another SIM card, another Facebook ad, another tank of gas. Every single expense came out of my own pocket. I literally risked my life for this job. But here's the kicker. That's not why I quit. The real reason, I'll tell you at the end of this video. Let's rewind a bit. My old team fell apart when my leader, Louis, left. But then Louis called me. He told me he felt guilty for leaving us hanging. So like a fool, I said yes. I dove back in, hoping this time would be different. Spoiler alert, it wasn't. It was even worse. And then the nightmare happened. One Sunday morning, I hadn't even had breakfast. A guy from my team was driving me to a project in Tainan. He was riding like he was trying to win MotoGP. I was busy checking client texts when, bam, we hit a pothole. I was launched off the bike, flipping through the air. Everything went in slow motion. I hit the ground, and as I lay there, I saw a flock of birds flying across the sky. I actually thought, well, this is it. I'm done. I wasn't even scared, just peaceful. Then the pain hit. I wasn't dead, just broken. When we got to the site, I had to wash the blood and dirt off in a restroom. I was in so much pain. But I had to walk out and smile like nothing happened. That's the hustle life for you. But the real breaking point was a trip to Vung Tau. After the crash, I was terrified of motorbikes. I asked the company for a car to pick up a client and they told me, just take a bus and rent a local car. I did the math. If I went by bus, I'd be stranded. I'd have to manage everything, and if I crashed again, who's gonna pay my medical bills? The company? No way. They didn't care if I lived or died. The client was a total boss. She told them, no company car, no deal. That's how I got the car, but my trust? It was gone. But through the chaos, I learned some lessons that no school will ever teach you. Looking back, one thing surprised me. Kindness is a long-term investment. I had a client who was broke, but she helped her landlord with $200K when she had nothing. Later, that landlord became rich and gave her a house. From that day on, I stopped underestimating kindness. That client accidentally taught me something. Choose the people around you carefully. I met a couple where the wife wasn't smart in a traditional way, but she knew how to build a quality relationship. When you're not there yet, stand next to people who are smart and kind. Don't try to be a hero and do everything alone. One older client told me something I'll never forget. Back in the day, people spent money on fancy motorbikes to look cool. We spent it on land. Now they own 5 hotels. That stayed with me. Don't trade your future for a fancy pair of sneakers or a luxury car. Real wealth isn't about what you show off. It's about what you quietly accumulate. Then there was Ms. Guillaume, my most loyal client. She was 50, a pharmacist, living an unconventional life. I didn't judge. I took care of her. Every week, I just called to ask how she was, how her kid was doing. No sales talk, just human connection. When she finally bought a plot, I was so hyped. But then the twist. My commission ended up being just 2 million VND, barely enough to matter, because it had been split across the team. I stood there, watching everyone celebrate. Louis, my leader, was pumped. He used his commission to buy a new motorbike right away. Everyone was laughing, drinking, high-fiving. And me, I stood in the corner, staring at those 2 million in my hand, feeling so empty, like I'd run a marathon and put everything on the line, just to get a tiny crumb while everyone else was having a feast. Then the pandemic hit. No office, no pay. The whole team blocked me. They kept selling to Ms. Guillaume like I had never existed. That's when it hit me. I wasn't building my future. I was building someone else's. So, I walked away. So yeah, that's how I closed that chapter. It was bitter, but it taught me everything. If you've ever felt stuck in a job that didn't value you, I hope this story reminded you you're not alone. If this story meant something to you, hit subscribe, and I'll see you in episode 23. Thanks for listening. Phoebe Journey, signing off.